The Odyssey follows the epic journey of Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, as he endeavors to return home after the Trojan War. This journey is fraught with numerous trials, God's interventions, and epic encounters that test his cunning and endurance. After the fall of Troy, Odysseus and his men set sail for Ithaca. However, their journey is hindered by various divine and natural challenges. Their first stop is the island of the Cicones, where they plunder the city, but are eventually driven away. After enduring a fierce storm sent by Zeus, they arrive at the land of the lotus eaters. Here, some of Odysseus's men eat the lotus flowers and become forgetful of their home. Odysseus has to drag them back to the ship and lock them up to ensure they don't stay behind. The next significant encounter is with the Cyclops, Polyphemus, a son of Poseidon. Odysseus and his men are trapped in Polyphemus's cave. Using his wit, Odysseus blinds the Cyclops after getting him drunk, and they escape by hiding under the bellies of sheep. However, Polyphemus curses Odysseus, which brings the wrath of Poseidon upon him. Odysseus then sails to the island of Aeolus, the god of the winds, who gives him a bag containing all the winds except the west wind, which will blow them home. However, his curious crew opens the bag just as Ithaca comes into sight, blowing them off course. The crew encounters the Laestrygonians, a race of giant cannibals who destroy all their ships except Odysseus's. They then arrive at the island of Aea, home of the enchantress Circe. She turns his men into swine, but with the help of Hermes, Odysseus resists her magic and persuades her to turn them back. They stay with Circe for a year before continuing their journey. Circe advises Odysseus to visit the underworld and seek the prophet Tiresias to learn how to return home. In the land of the dead, Tiresias tells him he must sail past several more dangers and warns him not to harm the cattle of the sun god Helios. Following Tiresias's advice, they pass the Sirens, whose enchanting song lures sailors to their deaths by plugging their ears with beeswax. Next, they must navigate between Scylla, a six-headed monster, and Charybdis, a giant whirlpool. Odysseus loses some men to Scylla but manages to sail through. Despite Tiresias's warning, the crew lands on the island of Helios, and driven by hunger they slaughter the sacred cattle. As punishment, Zeus strikes their ship with a lightning bolt, killing all his men. Only Odysseus survives, washed ashore on the island of Ogygia. Odysseus spends 7 years on Ogygia, held captive by the nymph Calypso, who falls in love with him. He is eventually released when the gods, at the behest of Athena, intervene. Calypso helps him build a raft, and he sets sail again. Odysseus is shipwrecked and washed ashore on the island of the Phaeacians. The king, Alcinous, and queen Arete offer him hospitality. He recounts his adventures to them, and they provide him with safe passage home. Upon arriving in Ithaca, Odysseus disguises himself as a beggar to learn what has transpired in his absence. He discovers that his palace is overrun with suitors vying for his wife Penelope's hand, believing him dead. With the help of his son Telemachus and a few loyal servants, Odysseus devises a plan to reclaim his home. He reveals his identity to Penelope, who has remained faithful to him, and together they plot revenge. In a dramatic showdown, Odysseus, Telemachus, and their allies slay all the suitors. Odysseus reunites with Penelope, and peace is restored in Ithaca. The gods finally lift their curse, and Odysseus reclaims his rightful place as king. Odysseus's tale is one of resilience, ingenuity, and the relentless pursuit of home and identity, making the Odyssey a timeless masterpiece. It's filled with mythical creatures, divine interventions, and the enduring human spirit, reflecting the struggles and triumphs that continue to resonate with readers today. With the suitors defeated, Odysseus reclaims his throne and reunites with his beloved wife Penelope. Despite the years of separation, Penelope's faithfulness and Odysseus's unwavering love for her shine through, reaffirming their bond. However, the aftermath of the suitors' slaughter stirs unrest among their families, who demand justice for their fallen kin. As tensions rise, the goddess Athena intervenes to prevent further bloodshed. She commands both parties to cease their hostilities and negotiate peace. Zeus himself decrees that Odysseus shall reign as king, and harmony must be restored in Ithaca. With divine authority backing his rule, Odysseus focuses on rebuilding his kingdom. He works tirelessly to restore peace and prosperity to Ithaca, proving himself not just a heroic warrior, but also a wise and compassionate ruler. Under his guidance, Ithaca flourishes once more. In the years that follow, Odysseus' story becomes legend, inspiring future generations with tales of his courage, wit, and resilience. His Odyssey serves as a reminder that no matter the obstacles, the human spirit is capable of overcoming great adversities. Odysseus' journey, marked by both triumph and tribulation, ultimately culminates in a legacy that endures through the ages. His tale is a timeless reminder of the enduring strength of the human spirit and the power of perseverance and loyalty.